Hi, Genki Call here with the Lost Pages World Event for the week of April 1st, 2024. But first, the lore. Tessarion had wanted to get his hands on something called the Book of Witches for some time. He was desperate for information about a witch named Amatiel. None of his other tomes on witchcraft mentioned her, and you should never get between a scholar and a mystery. So with the help of a cartographer who had mapped the twisted lands of Karakoth, we set out in search of the book. And more. More lore. Baba Yaga asked us to collect pages from an old tome. She insisted that if the witch Amatiel had ever existed, this tome would hold some information about her. So I have two teams for people with no legendaries, I have two teams for people with legendaries, and then I have one team for people with Doomclaw, the mythic. So we're going to start off with the incredibly strong but a little spendy team. And what I mean by that is, first of all, this you can run this with Mountain Crusher. I recommend putting Mountain Crusher at the front. Axe of the North is going to be extremely helpful for this team because it's going to create green gems, which you don't need, brown gems, which you do need, but the green gems, still, you're going to have chances at getting match fours, and the more match fours you get, the stronger this team becomes, because this Guild Guardian, every time you get a match four, all Urska allies, that's your whole team because you're using Sentinel class, gets +4 to all skills. Every skill. Every one of them, including magic, defense, health, all of the things. However, we have 3 of them on this team, so that's +12 to all skills every single time you get a match 4. Now, if you're lower level and you're in a guild, you'll have Defiance. The problem is going to be trading it because these guild guardians are extremely expensive to trade. This is one of those troops that I would recommend spending the third use an orb of wisdom on the third trait because it is so valuable on these troops that get this +4 to all skills. So if you can afford to trait Defiance all the way up and get the Axe of the North, or just you can put the Mountain Crusher in there, like I said. But anyway, we're going to go in with this. I will show you how this works. I've done some battles, so it'll be a little harder. But I will show you as not high enough. But first thing I want to do is get some mana to show you. We're starting off with 51 damage to an enemy and a random enemy boosted by enraged allies. We're not worrying about the enrage. But if the enemy uses brown mana, deal double damage. We also get double skull damage versus brown enemies, skull damage reduction by 50%. And more importantly, this is going to change the second I get a match 4. So we're going to go from 51. We should get a match 4 here. 51. Now we're at 63. And unfortunately, the Axe of the North does not feed back into itself. But it's okay. You're just going to get in here. You're just going to kill all the things. It's very powerful. Super nice, powerful team that you can have at low level, again, provided that you can trait these things up. Next up, let's see. Oh, I forgot to show you the scoring. I forgot the scoring, but it's really easy. Super easy. Ah, that's the wrong one. Sorry, this one. So, you're going rarity order highest level, and the reason is you're going to get random amounts of points for every battle, but you're also going to get scaling points. So the harder the battle, the more points you get. And as far as, there's not a lot of difference between King Mikhail and Urskula, for instance, or Prince Barislav and Iron Vlasta, but, if you wanted to worry about that, you take royalty over the other ones. Kurandara, of course, is your primary focus, but then after that, take royalty for each color. Real easy. Real easy. Very easy. Alright, next team. We're going to go Iron Vlasta. And hopefully this will be the right team. That is not the right team. I'm having to paste it manually. I hate it when it does that. All right, this is. Oh, let me fix the. Fix the class. I did not realize. Uh, we'll do that one. All right, let me fix this on my list. I will be right back. All right, I am back. Now, this is a team for people that can't afford to get Defiance traded. And we've got Crimson Arrow at the front. Damage to an enemy if the enemy's attack is weaker, deal 15 more damage. This is going to not be something that you can do later on because, you know, everything's going to get harder and harder. At some point, they're going to have much more attack than you. But if the enemy has Hunter's Mark, deal more damage, and you're going to Hunter's Mark them if you do skull damage. So also 75% empowered and has a chance to dodge skull damage. Then I'm using 2 of the Pandaska guard. Explode 2 gems, get you a little mana gen there. Damage to the first and last enemy, so you can do damage to 2 enemies at once. Also, that doesn't really matter. And then Mountain Crusher, because you will have Mountain Crusher. Everyone has Mountain Crusher. If you've gotten any brown mana mastery, then you have this extremely powerful weapon. And it does start a dust storm, which doesn't help your team, but it does feed back into your Mountain Crusher, so you can just keep exploding things. Now, the reason for Tidecaller class, in case you're wondering, is for extra blue, because we have so much blue on this team. And for one thing, you can boost, if you have level 70, bonus extra blue mana from every blue match. But also, you have free, for the lower level people, it's not free. If you trait the class, you're going to get, basically, it's Lightning Strike. This third trait is Lightning Strike with blue instead of yellow. So you'll explode a blue gem every time you match 4+ gems. That's extra chances at retaining control of the board. All you have to do is trait the class, and you don't have to unlock the level 70 talent Lightning Strike to do it. So that is why this particular team has Tidecaller, but this should work. I mean, it's not very powerful, but you know, you work with what you've got, and I know that when you're lower level, it's hard. It's hard to have what you need. I'm not even going to cast that. I'm just going to do this. Technically, I needed more mana here, but before I had cast that. But anyway, that's how that team works. And next up, let me grab the first team with Legendaries. And I'm going to go fight Kurandara. And that is not it. This is, no, I wanted to change that. I don't want Theodorovich on this team. I tried Theodorovich on the team. It's just so slow and I don't like it. So I'm going to put Ursuvius here and change the weapon. I'll be right back. Alright, that's better. Okay, so I am using Axe of the North. This is going to create green and brown gems. We don't need the green, but again, I am using this instead of a splody weapon. And you know I love my splody weapons, but I'm using that because I still have Defiance on the team. He's fantastic to run at the front of the team. For that 50% skull damage reduction, he's still going to give all Urska allies +4 to all skills. All the things we already went over. King Mikhail is going to explode a row, so extra mana gen, deal damage to all enemies, and a little extra if he is enraged, and he gets enraged every time you match brown gems. Ursuvius is going to do damage to all enemies as well, boosted by burning and enraged allies and enemies, and he has a 50% chance to burn a random enemy at the start of the turn. So, and then Axe of the North, as I said, put a splody weapon here, you know, Wand of Stars, whatever you want to do. But this team, and I forgot to document something here. Hold on before I forget. There we go. The next team is from my teammate. But first of all, let's do this. Go ahead and get a little more mana here. This does double damage if they use brown mana, and Gorgotha is really, really nice up there. He has a lot of skull damage reduction. We definitely want to get rid of him. Of course, Kurandara is an issue, but we're going to not worry about him just yet. Now we'll worry about him. Boop. Take that. Ah! Alright, next team, and I haven't taken any of these. This is gonna happen sometime, so next team is from my teammate Vlad. Thank you very much for the team, Vlad. This one is double Defiance for reasons that I already went over. Ruthless Defense, which is going to be, it's a splody weapon, or you can use one of the ones, Razor Claw, or the one the one I just showed, to hopefully get match 4s, and then King Mikhail. So, and he's using Elementalist class on this. It doesn't matter. You don't have to use an Urskaya weapon. We're not weapon blocked. You can use whatever you want on these teams. But let's try this out. I haven't looked at this. We'll get match 4 here. Boop. And no, I didn't mean to do that. Shazbot. Oh well. Just go ahead and blow up all the things and King Mikhail take out things quickly. Wah-ha-ha. Okay, next team. This one is, well, I made this next team. This is the one with Mythics on it. A Mythic. Iron Vlasta, and this is the last one. Let me do this. There we go. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Urskula will give you a 50% mana start for your team. It's in the description below. Urskula, she doesn't do much damage with her team. She only gives you a 50% mana start. Pretty much that's it. So I don't want to use her. If you've bought 2 tiers in the shop, you've got Explode, you've got Enchant. You don't need the 50% mana start, in my opinion. So, also, as far as this team goes, you can use whatever weapon you want. I am using the Doomed Spade because it's going to create a bunch of brown gems, and that's going to feed the team. You can use this Doomed Spade with the Defiance team, however you want to run it, but we've got Ursuvius, damage to all enemies. We've got King Mikhail, Doom Spade. You're going to want to target something and use Doomclaw to finish them off. So, wait, hold on. I'm thinking of a different troop. No, you just have chances to devour, period. So let's take this in. The nice thing about Sentinel class is that, sorry, at level 70 you have Banishment, so if they have any positive status effects, they will get wiped out with any match 4 that you make. Banishment will remove their positive status effects, but this is just going to take things out. Let me get up a little higher level, see if we can... I'll be back. I want to see if we can devour something. Hold on. Here we go. This is a little better, little higher level. So we get a chance to maybe see, oh, we all got cursed. Of course we did, because of this. That means that I've lost my enchant, which kind of sucks a little bit. Let's see. Take that. Didn't want to give them the match 4. I'm greedy that way. I got a bless and immediately it went away because the curse took it out. Hey, I wanted to try out Doomclaw anyway, so let's try this. We have chances to devour above and below, so we're going to hit Kurandara. No. No devour. So sad. Oh, and I am now death marked. Yeah, it's always a question. Are you going to be able to devour something or not with Doomclaw? It's only 25% chance, but it's separate 25% chances. So, do you want to run with Doomclaw? Or you want to run with something a little more that you can count on a little bit more? I think running this team with Defiance would be better, personally. But, it's an option, and devouring is really fun. So when it does hit, it's going to be fun to see. But Genki Call playing badly. All right. Anyway, that's what I've got for you. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Check out the thumbnails for videos that are popping up on the screen right now. If you are so inclined, have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.